Hello YouTube, this is Cliff. Just wanted to make a quick video just to answer two questions that I've been seeing in the comments. And those are, where have you been? And is your vision still improving? So first off, I'm actually making this video now because I keep seeing a lot of comments that are kind of concerned about where I've been and why I'm not commenting so much. And also because I've been home from work for 2 days with some kind of unknown virus, so I'm like bored out of my mind here. So first question, where have I been? Let's see, I got engaged, I got fired from my IT job, and got hired to do an electronics technician job, so that actually worked out very well. And just some kind of various random travel, just little road trips here and there. And mostly I've just not really been on YouTube because there's not really much for me to say, and I've been kind of having this crisis trying to figure out what I want to do with the channel and like what direction I want to take it in, and just how much information I should really give you guys, because I don't feel that I'm really that great of an authority on this stuff. I mean, I didn't go to school for optometry. You know, take that for what you will. Excuse me. And sure, I was obsessed with this stuff for over 2 years, and I have a very firm grasp on it, but it's really difficult to do these calculations for you guys, to do these lens recommendations, because I really need not just like what your current prescription is, but how well you can see out of it. And then in that case, like, there's a lot of kind of extra factors and variables that can affect visual acuity, and there's no way for me to control that. Like, if I had my own practice, I could sit you down in a chair with a phoropter and have you look at a chart in a controlled environment, and I could actually get a consistent kind of visual acuity reading. But I don't have that luxury, because we're trying to do this over the internet, and you guys just kind of throw numbers at me and expect me to be able to do a kind of impossible calculation. And then also, it's actually putting me at a sort of legal risk, especially in my home state of New York, where I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that the Bates method is actually illegal to teach here. And unfortunately, anything counter to mainstream optometry is going to get lumped in with them. So we're kind of in a pickle here. But what I do want to try to do is figure out a way to teach you guys in some simple videos how to do these calculations, like how to take a consistent reading of visual acuity, make the calculation for a lens reduction to get to like 2040, 2052, or to order some computer glasses. And that way, that takes a whole heck of a lot of workload off of me that, frankly, I just can't possibly keep up with at all. So number two, about me, what's my vision been doing? Subjectively, my vision has gotten better, and I can give you guys one anecdote about that. Let me get another sip of water here. When I first moved back to New York, I went and got my license switched over, and I had to take their little vision test just to prove that I could see 2040 in regular lighting. And I was able to pass it, but I remember some of the letters being kind of ambiguous, whereas a couple months ago I actually went to register my motorcycle and was able to read the 40-foot line basically at the DMV from the doorway, which is about double the distance that's required. So on a good day, I estimate that I see about somewhere between 2040 and 2020, which is really great. You know, I'm ecstatic about that. And granted, that just doesn't really motivate me to go any further. Sure, I want to get to a solid, binocular vision of visual acuity of 2020, but what I have right now is fantastic. So in summary, my vision is still improving, despite me not really thinking about it or really doing anything special. I actually do have a little eye chart hung up over there, and I'm able to see that for the most part from my computer chair, which is about 25 feet away. And so, yeah, that's about it. That's all I really wanted to go over in this video with you guys. I would like to start making kind of more of these videos, despite them being kind of boring and not as cool and polished as my other ones. I think, well, I hope maybe you guys will still kind of appreciate just some kind of little updates, little snippets of information that I can give you guys, and maybe a couple of videos that are simply edited to explain some bigger concepts. Another thing that I wanted to say is that YouTube is really difficult because it's such a huge time commitment for me, because I kind of do video editing, or I approach it almost as a hobby, and it's very easy to become a perfectionist and spend literally 8 hours making a simple video. Like most of my previous videos, where it's just, the ones aside from me talking to a camera with voiceover and all that, have taken me literally 8 hours, sometimes more, to actually just to get all the editing and recording and everything done. So huge time commitment for a 10-15 minute video. But anyway, guys, if you have any comments, you can leave them here. I can kind of answer a few of them, especially like in the next day or two. Might have some time, but I would ask that you please not just throw these kind of comments at me like, I see, or I use this prescription, or this is what was prescribed to me like 5 years ago, and I would like a lens reduction from you and all this, because I just can't do it.